So this is entry number 37,546.
46?
Yeah, to CassetteFest 2000. And if you guys, I know there's people on the phone lines, but we'll get to you later. I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. Hopefully this will be over before then, because I gotta do the station ID within 5 at the top of the hour. So we'll see you in 15 minutes or less. And listen to the insect pests. A brand new entry got right on. That's the joy, the randomness of CassetteFest. So listen to this, kids, and we'll be back soon. The bell tolls for the insect pests. And that was sort of, it was a pest. At least there was no false advertising there.
I think they're going to do real good on the annoyance level here.
Oh, yeah. That was 2 songs, the last one being Winter Therapy, and the one before that, Billy Corgan, who's from the Smashing Pumpkins. And we also are joined by Count Lapone, who smashed a few pumpkins in his day.
On his head, yeah.
But we'll let you bark when we actually come to your judging. So are you going to be able to stick it out for the judging? Okay. So you remember to speak in the microphone. I know you work here and everything. You should know that. And are you going to wear headphones, or are you going Hollywood on me?
No, he's listening to him still on the table, the way I did.
Okay, you guys can hear it?
You can you can hear it if you turn them up, yeah.
All right, turn it up!
They're just so disgusting, you don't want to put them on your head, you know?
I dig that.
Something might crawl in there.
So that was the insect pest.
You don't care. As soon as I said that, Lapone puts them on.
Yeah, well, where do you think all those critters came from? So let's get down to the scoring, so we might be able to fit 3 in today. Now remember, do not move the mic. Move to the mic, okay?
Yes. And
be the mic. Move to the mic.
Wait, say that again?
Like, sort of keep it equidistant between the two of you.
The mic.
That's right. And so on overall performance, which is just the whole package, and you heard the second song, which is very similar to the first, except the first was guitars. What would you give it on a scale of 0 to 10? And you can bark now. Bark, Lapone, bark! All right, now what would you give it a scale of 0 to 10?
8.
Oh, I should tell you right now, you're listening to WCSB Cleveland.
Are we going to play the disclaimer?
No, we can't play anything too hot. Too hot for Cassette Fest is Monday night.
Okay.
I'd like to disclaim anything that you're associated with, but we can't do that.
Well, okay. I like it. It's
So what do you give it?
8. Or it reminds me of the Beatles Revolution number 9.
So you give it an 8.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a sucker for antiquated sci-fi effects.
All right.
You realize there's a lack of
Who's,
oxygen.
who's
in
putting
our
this down?
Bruce.
I think they got a hit.
You
fact-
think,
in fact,
you think this thing's taken
I think
off?
this is number 10, and let me tell you why. This could be great music for a new movie called The Ruskies Titanic Submarine at the Bottom of the Black Sea. This is
This
great
is probably
music.
what they're listening to down there.
Actually.
Yeah.
So I think this is number 10. I think they should be writing Rusky type submarine
Dirges.
background movies. Dirges, yeah.
Very
Exactly.
Das Boot.
Yeah. Das Boot, yes.
So
What
we-
these people keep
we, but not in
just on the
Das
Das Boot
Yeah.
alone, even though
Yes.
it has nothing to do with it, you're going to give them a 10.
Actually, that reminds me of the submarine. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm not
And
going
they
to
probably
argue.
got insects down in the submarine.
Yeah,
They're
well, they
eating
won't live
them up,
long.
you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
crotch-eating bacteria?
Yeah,
I got some of those.
exactly,
Jojo. Hey, what's wrong with you? You going? What are you going to give it on overall performance?
Oh, performance! I'd give it a big fat 5.
A big fat 5?
Because
All right.
it sounded like some guy just sitting down and feeding back a guitar.
You know, I was in that R&B band, Big Fat 5. Remember?
Yeah.
All those big fat guys.
I wish they would have said. I wish they would have said. Did they send a tape in?
You remember that?
The Big Fat 5?
Oh, they were great.
yeah, they were.
Now, number 1 with the Big Fat 5, Count Lapone. What do you give insect pests on a scale of? Oh, nobody's writing them
No,
down.
I was writing it down here.
Oh, here, I'll do it.
Remembering.
I have to do everything around here. So Lapone gave it an 8, Bruce gave it a 10, you gave it a fat 5, and I gave it an 8 for performance. Originality, on a 0 to 10.
4.
4. Any reasoning? Any seasoning?
I've heard them all. I've heard everything of it before.
You've heard it all before?
Every George Powell movie, every Rocky Jones sci-fi ranger. Yeah, I mean, this guy would be great in the 50s.
Almost every episode of Walker Rump Ranger had that in there.
No, more like Star Barf.
Yeah, hey, I've been there. I get coffee from there. Originality, JoJo. Bruce had enough sense to get off the stinking ship. He knew this sub
Yeah.
was going down quick,
Yep.
so he got out of here. What do you give it, JoJo? Originality?
Oh, I'd give it a 6
A 6?
because I've done a lot of stuff like that myself, and I never liked it either.
Well, I'd like that rock band, Joel Rose's DNA.
Yeah, well, they're coming up. Originality, I'm going to give it, I'll probably give it a 5. Pretty middle of the road. Technical aspects. I didn't really have to tweak it a lot. It was a little low. I had to put it up in 2 channels. But, considering what they had to work with, what would you give them?
I don't know. He used rudimentary electronic techniques that you could get off of anything with any program. On the other hand, he used a good fading technique. I'd give it a 7.
I wish you'd use a good fading technique.
He used a crossfader very well.
So what was a 7?
Yeah, crossfading technique.
JoJo. I didn't hear any crossfading in that.
either.
It's when you have your channels go.
Oh, I know what it is.
You mean like on the fader they got here?
No. It's when one channel goes to the other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fader.
All right.
Trans twins use it a lot.
So who?
The trans twins.
That's his illegitimate love children. Don't even
never
ask
heard
about
of
it.
it, yeah.
All right. JoJo, technical aspects. You
6.
should know better than anyone.
6.
A 6? I'm going to give it an 8 just to keep it on the high side. Annoyance level.
Just to keep it.
Annoyance
You could have
level.
said 1 just to keep it on the low side.
That'll maybe be my next score.
Yeah.
Annoyance level. How much
0.
does that annoy you? I know you're not annoyed by much. You guys,
have a high
you
tolerance
put it
for-
out.
Really, for
I have a
everything.
tolerance.
So you're giving it a 0?
Yeah, because it didn't annoy me at all.
All
there
right.
you
I
go.
dig that.
Yeah.
JoJo.
Maybe 2. It didn't annoy
2?
me. It didn't annoy me.
Quite frankly, it annoyed me a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7. I was annoyed by it. I don't know why. Probably the reference to the Smashing Pumpkins and then having that droning trance music. I don't need that.
The trans
Humor.
twins.
Humor. Not much humor. I mean, they did name it after Billy Corgan.
Oh, yeah. Who's he?
I don't know. No, he's the dude from the Smashing Pumpkins, that bald freak.
Doofus? The one who killed himself?
No, that's Kurt Cobain. Cuckoo for Kurt Cobain.
Okay, then if they didn't name it
Dude,
after
where have you been for the last decade?
Laponia.
I guess.
Oh, if they did, yeah, sorry. I was busy admiring myself in the mirror.
It must be cracked.
I thought you couldn't work in it. Look, see yourself in
Yeah,
there.
I thought vampires didn't
Yeah.
cast
Cast the
reflections.
shadow, yeah.
only in glass mirrors, not platinum.
Oh, platinum. Ooh.
Platinum mirrors, la di da.
Smell me.
All right, now let's cut out the BS and get down to humor because you're not putting out much. What would you give it out of 0 to 10?
I think a 10 because he conned us into listening to it. It's the ultimate
No,
joke.
but everybody, that's not the ultimate joke because everybody gets to listen to it. Everyone that sends it in is guaranteed their 15 minutes of fame.
Humor?
Yeah, there is a 30-second time limit.
Okay. Beep. I'll give it a 4. I wasn't laughing very much.
You aren't laughing very much. There's your time limit.
Yeah.
We're not laughing very much. So what was it, 5?
4.
4. How about you, JoJo?
3.
3.
I wasn't laughing at all.
I agree with you. 3. Sexiness. Now you're dressed up and you're sexy. This is the best I've ever seen you dressed.
Yeah, he is good looking.
You're looking
today.
good today.
I had a court appearance today.
You went like that
Oh.
into court? What are you doing? The whole Fear and Loathing in Cleveland
Is this for a
Municipal?
client?
And I think he actually just had to go to court to answer for all his sins.
For all his sins.
You were sending out poopy panties and stuff. Joel rose to the occasion, and so did you.
Yeah, but I was smarter. I had my dog lick the stamps instead of so if they look for the DNA, they're gonna look at the DNA.
The dog did it, yeah.
He'll be like, Rottweiler sent these out.
Oh, let's get him.
What would you give it as sexiness?
Probably 0. I didn't have any fantasies when I was hearing it.
And that's, believe me, you guys listening at home, that's a good thing.
I mean,
if you would have him fantasizing,
maybe
Lord.
if Carolyn came back here, I could stare at her for a few minutes, then I'd give it a 10.
Oh, God.
there you go.
Yeah, that's real nice. Okay, JoJo. Sexiness.
4.
4?
I always score low on that.
I was gonna give him an 8, but after that creepy comment by Count Lapone,
Weirded you out, huh?
you're the Herbert the pervert that likes his sherbet.
I gotta find her address.
Who's that?
Sexiness. I'm gonna give it a 6. And speaking of Joel Rose and everything, a lot of people don't know that there is a method to our madness. There's gonna be for Radiothon this year. We're gonna put out CDs. We're gonna have the best of and the worst of CassetteFest, and possibly, if I'm motivated enough, too hot for CassetteFest.
Excuse me.
That's a possibility.
How did Joel Rose remind you of that?
Because what we're going to do is shove some dirty laundry
in with the CD.
Yeah, in with the CD.
Oh, for
And
the
that-
highest bidder, right?
Highest bidder. Everyone's going to get
Anybody,
it.
yeah.
That's what
We gotta get rid of it, huh?
That guy shouldn't have offed himself because I was going to tell him, just use the defense that I use, is that you don't have time to do your laundry.
Yeah.
You're a very busy man.
You could have sent it
You
here.
were sending it out parcel post.
We would have took it off.
Yeah, use a little woolite, get some of the stains out.
We can give away.
Send it back.
We can give.
I'll wear it. So that's what that's all about. Brevity. How did it go on too long, or was it not long enough? 0 to 10.
Well, how long was it on for?
It was cut off. It was on for the full 15.
Oh, that's too long.
Yeah, it was too long to begin with. What would you say, Joe?
Right from the beginning, it was.
I didn't go
Telephone.
first.
Okay.
I'll give it a 3. It was
3?
way too long for that.
How about you?
I don't know. I think I'd give it an 8 because my medication made it seem like
Half the
made it
judges on the
seem
show
like-
have medication.
Well, that's why you think they're on this show.
it made it seem like it flew by in a minute.
Okay. Well, hey, I got a little flu-like symptoms
I got it.
myself, and I'm going to give it a 4.
I gotta pop some more before I drive home, though.
Effort.
Now share.
How much effort went into the making of Insect Pests, our latest entry to CassetteFest? Count
Too
Lapone?
much?
Scale of 0 to 10. This is all subjective. It's all a gray area.
Subjectiveness, effort. I'd give him 7.
7.
Wow.
They tried and they lost.
Wasn't it just the sign
Hell,
of one?
these guys didn't lose. They got a pretty decent score. They
Yeah.
might be on one of the CDs.
I get a 4.
4?
It sounds
Because
just
I
like
don't want them on any CD.
Sound like a guitar feedback for 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 5. Pretty
People
middle
like
of
us
the road.
have to. It takes 7 minutes. If you stand up that long, you deserve a big effort.
I've done that on this show, and believe me, there's no effort at all.
Danceability. How much were you dancing around? I know you were running around here. You got all worked up, all lathered up.
That was the dance.
Could you dance to it?
Only in my mind.
What? But I mean, this all counts.
Count Lapone. Yeah.
2.
2? All right. JoJo.
What is it? Danceability?
Yeah, danceability for the insect pests.
Oh, 2.
2.
He's right.
I was dancing around, but I was having
dancing.
I was having a seizure.
Yeah,
I had spastic movements,
yeah.
but that still counts, and I'm going to give him a 6. Okay, now a judge that cannot be bribed, cannot be bought. He's going to be the sole survivor on this stinking island, the roaring robot gorilla.
I think his score depends a lot on how you are holding him when you.
Or where he's holding him.
Yeah, where you're holding him and how. You know.
I know how to score with plastic gorillas, man. You know, what are you talking to?
I better get back to court.
You're getting back to court?
I think the jury just came in.
Hey, just tell them you were on CassetteFest, and they can bite the bird.
Yeah, they'll let you
Tell
off.
them Dr. Assafras will give your note.
They'll let
You're
you off
excused.
They'll let you off with 10 years.
Excuse him. So, okay, that was a little tasty treat.
He's gone.
Let's ask. Well, he just disappears. That's the thing. You turn around,
The judges, they come and go.
fades
on the
away.
show.
I know. Well, hell, I wish I could get the heck out of here.
Get to the bar.
Fill up the phone lines 216-687-3515. Roaring Robot Gorilla. Now, Jojo, I want you to count. People say that I interpret and put words in the gorilla's mouth.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you, Roaring Robot Gorilla, what would you give insect pests?
I'd say about a 7.2.
So I agree. 7.2. The phone lines are all full up. As soon as I hang up on somebody, you can call up 687-3515. I don't know where our cow went, our cash cow. Is that book around there on the floor somewhere by you?
Is that the...
Yeah, the log book. I think, you know what? I think the FBI seized it for the court case.
Yeah, evidence.
Oh, then we're all going down. Okay, let's go to the phones. Here we go. You're on the air.
Like, oh my God, that was the most awful thing I have ever heard. That was like so Dylan-esque and 60s protest and acid taking and hippies.
And these are all good things.
I mean, Star Trek and Captain Kirk with a bad hair weave trying to get laid by a black woman.
Holy
That
Shatner!
stuff shouldn't even be played on the air or in the air tonight. Oh my God.
Okay.
Score?
There's no score.
No score.
And
Just
believe
a
me,
performance.
we
Yeah.
better hope we don't score. You know, speaking of that, I've often mentioned that any show that me, Sweet Ass Sassafras, is associated with is always more policed than one of these national conventions. And Jojo, I didn't get to see the news because I've been in a fog for the last week. But has there been? I heard there was going to be a lot more demonstrations at the Democratic thing.
There have been.
How many people have been arrested?
Oh, maybe 10 or 15. Not that many.
I thought they arrested 300 the first night at the other place.
Well, that's because they found a whole bunch of people in this warehouse, and they just.
But they didn't find him this time?
No. This.
What
time,
are they doing, man? I haven't seen nothing on the news.
They got a fence around the place, and they're just they're going up on a fence and throwing bottles and rocks over it, and hitting the cops.
I do that in my backyard.
Everybody throws stuff at the cops, you know.
But I do appreciate a good old-fashioned riot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though, dude?
Plus, there's
nothing's better. Nothing's better.
You know, it gets me is this year. I've never seen so many, self-proclaimed anarchists in demonstrations. You never hear about anarchists, and that's for 100
anarchy
years.
is fashionable now.
I mean, they were the first communists, you know. In the late 19th century, they were the ones that everybody wanted to get rid of the anarchists, and it was the communists that took over, that spot.
Well,
But you haven't heard about them for a long time.
well, you're going to be hearing more and more, and I think we're going to hear from them right now on the phone lines. You're on the air.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. What's up with you?
Well, first,
Well, listen, I had to dump that. You can't thank any that they make money there. Tell them that they can take my sub and sink it with a bunch of Ruskies on it.
Oh, that's right. I mean, yeah, it's not a joke. I'm actually at that place I named whose name I'm not allowed to repeat. Anyway.
Don't even think about repeating it. This is no free plugs here, unless they're hair plugs.
Yeah, speaking of repetition, insect pests. Okay, so I liked it for what it was. I mean, it didn't go as far as I wanted it to go. I don't think it was imaginative to say Revolution number 9, but I think that these guys have potential to do something really irritating in the future. So I'm giving them an 8.
Just give it time, right?
Excuse me?
Just give it a little time, and they'll be real annoying.
Yeah, I look forward to the next project. In fact, you know what? They would make a good double bill with Bruska, whatever their name was.
Oh, Yushka Smolishka?
Yeah, I don't think Yushka Shmushka works with people. He usually...
He's a
I'm
lawyer,
talking
yeah.
about like the washing machine group.
Well, yeah, we can
that's-
get that all going on.
That's Yushka, yeah.
Well, tell those people if they want a free plug that they better send me a big, greasy, sleazy, cheesy one up here. Courtesy of Dr. Lance.
I'll be certain to do that. Talk to you next time.
Send it next day air so the mayonnaise doesn't spoil. Maybe second day air.
Yeah.
You're on the air. Hello?
Yo, this is Southwest Jesse in the house.
Southwest
I
Jesse.
give that man a crapping too. So unfresh.
Why is that?
So unfresh. Now I'm gonna go wipe my rear end with a corner cob
All right.
down a fago, cause I can. I'm out this bitch.
All right.
It's always the kids, that give
Yeah,
you,
it's always the kids that have
Yeah.
really gone wrong.
but they instill in you, a spirit.
You're on the air.
That was really silly.
Yeah, well, it's all silly.
I give it a 2.
Okay. But hey, it made you happy, right?
What's that?
It made you happy and jolly and gay.
Yeah. Kitty.
Wow.
Okay, I
All
guess
right.
I go now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
That man sounded very sad.
Yeah. He's got a problem.
You're on the air.
Hi, I have a question.
Okay.
I was just wondering if you've heard anything about a blues festival at Mohican State Park in Loudonville this weekend.
No, but they keep me out of the loop. If you saw me, they don't even want me going near any of this stuff. But did
okay.
you call or look in the Freak Times or the Scene or whatever?
Okay.
I mean,
All
it
right.
probably's in there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Why she thank me? I didn't do anything.
You're always so nice to the female callers.
Well, that's because I want to get some. Hey, look in here, JoJo.
yeah.
Maybe it's in there.
okay.
That's a blues report.
What was the
thing.
name of the thing she said?
It was in Loudassville.
Oh, Loudonville. Oh.
Yeah, it was a blue festival. A bunch of people from the adult video. You're on the air.
Hi, baby.
Oh. Hey, people have been saying you've actually been funny lately.
Look, baby.
That's a
I
change.
did lunch, okay?
You're doing lunch?
And I had the new on my Viscale bratwurst, okay, baby?
I think yeah.
And that's
You
something
got the
that you
McWurst,
would enjoy.
buddy.
But anyway, I give that whoever that was a number 2, baby, and that stands for Tim Couch's number, okay?
Okay.
And let me tell you something else, baby.
All right.
Look.
I'm looking, but I don't
Don't
see
believe the
nothing.
rumors, baby. Don't believe the rumors about the bloomers, baby, because they all clean, baby, and there are no skid marks in them. Thank you, honey.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, God.
Listen, I believe the Romans. I believe them about Tony the All-Night Pony.
I just lost my appetite.
Yes. I lost my appetite as soon as I came in here. You're on the air. Hello?
I let the monkeys out.
Yeah. You told us already.
Yeah, I know. I heard. I
Why
did
don't
it
you
again.
why don't you give back to the community, give back to Dr. Assafras, go round up the monkey so I don't have to do it. So I can maybe have a break for once.
Yeah, and clean up, will you?
They're rioting monkeys.
Okay, well they're writhing around too. But still, how does that translate for the insect pest? You got to give them a score.
They throw lots of feces.
Okay, all right, last couple calls. You're on the air.
What it is, man?
Not much, man. What's up?
I gave that about a 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that on my latest release entitled 25 lyrics sang to the sound of steel wool being dragged across the front of a rusty car.
Well, it fits.
So you might want to look for that. It's gonna be the latest rage.
Okay. Well, cool. Hey, if you can make some money, if you can somehow parlay this whole CassetteFest thing into cold hard cash, be my guest.
Cold hard cash.
That's right.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the cold and hard. You're on the air.
Yeah, look at here now. We'll be playing down there in Louderville.
You're
This
playing
Black Pork Belly Jelly, semi-famous blues man from the Coochie Crew, Mississippi.
Okay.
That will be playing down there this weekend. I want to tell that broad.
Did you know where it's at?
It's down in Louderville.
Yeah, but where?
Where?
Well, I don't know.
Well, how are you gonna make it?
I don't know.
You're blind. Are you blind? Yeah, you're blind portfolio. How are you gonna find the place?
Someone drive me.
Someone's driving you. Oh, I understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, okay. But what do you think of the band Insect Pest? Did you hear them?
Not much.
No. Well,
It ain't my cup of tea, so to speak.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't care what you were drinking. I need to know what the
Scotch
score
and
is.
milk, that's all.
Glass of milk.
Scotch.
Oh, scotch and milk.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. That's the breakfast of champions, pal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I guess they're going to have Louder Than a Bombville is going to have a blues Blues Festival.
In Loudonville,
Do I
yeah.
got Zimbabwe blood milk for that?
Shut up. All right, so